Imagine you're in a hospital in an English-speaking country and you're in pain. You walk up to the reception desk and freeze. You don't know what to say. Today, I'm going to teach you 7 essential phrases that will help you communicate clearly when you're in an emergency room. Let's start. Hello, I'm your English teacher at Daily English Edge. Today's lesson is about the English you need when you're in an emergency situation. These are not textbook phrases. They're the real expressions native speakers use in hospitals every single day. By the end of this video, you'll feel confident walking into an emergency room and explaining exactly what's wrong. This is practical English that could make a real difference in your life. When you first arrive at the emergency room, you need to tell the receptionist why you're there. The most natural way is to say, "I need to see a doctor. I'm in a lot of pain." Notice we don't say, "I am sick." That's too vague. Instead, be specific. You can also say, "I have chest pain," or "I think I broke my arm," or "I can't stop vomiting." Another useful phrase is, "This is an emergency," or "I need urgent care." These phrases tell the staff immediately that you need help fast. Practice saying them naturally, not rushed. Once you're with a doctor or nurse, they'll ask, "What's the problem?" or "What brings you in today?" This is your chance to be as clear as possible. Use this structure. I have plus the symptom. For example, I have a severe headache. I have sharp pain in my stomach, or I have trouble breathing. If something just happened, say, I fell and hurt my leg, or I was in a car accident. If the pain just started, say, the pain started 2 hours ago. If you've had it for a long time, say, I've had this pain for 3 days. These details help doctors understand the urgency. Doctors need to know how bad your pain is. Use these expressions. It's very painful, the pain is unbearable, or simply, it hurts a lot. You can also use the pain scale. My pain is a 9 out of 10, where 10 is the worst pain you can imagine. For duration, say, it started yesterday. It's been hurting all day, or it gets worse when I move. If you feel like something is wrong but you're not sure what, it's okay to say, something doesn't feel right, or I'm worried about my chest. Doctors take these concerns seriously, so don't minimize your symptoms. Doctors will ask questions. They might ask, did you hit your head? Do you have a fever? Are you allergic to any medication? Or, when did this start? Listen carefully and answer honestly. If you don't understand, it's completely fine to say, can you explain that again? Or, I don't understand, can you use simpler words? Don't pretend to understand. If the question is confusing, say, I'm sorry, I speak English as a second language. Can you please repeat that? Good doctors will slow down and help you. Another important phrase, I'm taking this medication. And tell them what you're taking, if you know. Sometimes you need to call someone or ask for help. You might need to say, can I call my family? Or I need someone to pick me up. If you're confused or scared, it's okay to ask, can someone explain what's happening? Or what are you going to do next? You can also say, I want to know my diagnosis, or what should I do after I leave here? Healthcare staff expect questions. They understand that medical emergencies are frightening, especially in a language that's not your native language. Be direct, be honest, and don't be shy about asking for clarification. Before you leave the emergency room, the doctor will give you instructions. Listen carefully. They might say, take this medicine every 4 hours. Don't eat solid food for 24 hours, or come back if the pain gets worse. If you don't understand the instructions, say, can you write this down for me? Or can you explain how many pills I should take? It's very important to clarify dosage and timing. You can also ask, what are the side effects? Or, can I take this with other medications? Don't leave the hospital until you're completely clear about what to do next. Write down the instructions or ask them to give you written information. Finally, and this is the most important phrase, I think I'm having a medical emergency, or simply, call an ambulance. If you feel like something is seriously wrong, if you can't breathe, if you have crushing chest pain, if you're losing consciousness, use these words. Don't wait. Don't worry about your English. Medical staff are trained to help people in crisis. Say, I need an ambulance now, or this is life-threatening. In an emergency, clarity matters more than perfect grammar. Say it loud, say it clear, and say it now. Your health is more important than being embarrassed about your English. There you have it, 7 essential English phrases that will help you navigate the emergency room with confidence. Remember, doctors and nurses understand that English might not be your first language. They want to help you. Speak clearly, be honest about your symptoms, and don't hesitate to ask questions. Practice these phrases out loud so they feel natural when you need them. Subscribe to Daily English Edge for a new English lesson every single day. Keep learning, keep practicing, and you'll sound more fluent every week. Thank you for watching.